Now, due to popularity, people are knocking down the doors to be on TellerTime and to be interviewed by the Teller Titans of Woodland Park. Yes, that's me and Charlie. Stepping out of his hip boots and wiping his feet before he enters, Jim Savage of Savage Septic is here.
That's right.
He's the man who keeps Woodland Park clean, clear, and clog free. He's the king of cleanout, sultan of septic, and a septic legend. Okay? His company, Savage Septic, has become a Teller County staple thanks to his skill, speed, and rock solid reliability. Please welcome Jim Savage. All
I
right.
haven't seen you in a while.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you for joining us this morning, Jim. And before we discuss anything, just want to say that you probably deal with a lot more crap in one day than most people do in their entire life.
That's right. That's correct.
You must be the unsung hero of every flush in this town.
Oh,
Boom, boom. All right.
yeah.
Let's get your contact information out there. Tell us a little bit actually about what's, Savage Septic, your contact information, then we'll let you have the mic. So, how do people get in touch with you first of all?
I've got signs out. I'm all over Facebook.
Right on.
Savage Septic.
Yeah.
Phone number 719-337-2972. Always buy that.
Yeah.
All right. So, how long has Savage Septic been here in Teller County, Woodland Park?
I just started Savage Septic about 3 months ago.
Okay.
Can I talk about what you did before that?
Sure.
Okay. Jim here has been known to deal with electricity. He was a lineman for how many years?
I was a union power lineman for 25 years.
25
Wow.
years.
Yep.
And you've traveled the world doing that, haven't you?
Yep.
That
I've
was-
all over the United States. One of my more memorable trips for a storm was out in Saipan,
That's right.
the Marianas Islands, Guam.
Oh,
Yeah, he's done a heck of a lot with that, and in his family, there's several others that have been involved with that as well. But the interesting thing is that you've come to a point where you just wanted to kind of retire from that,
Yeah.
or is that
just-
how the transition happened?
you just can't really get anybody to work anymore, and just the traveling.
Oh,
Dave
yeah.
and I are done traveling. We were all over the place.
That's right.
6.5 years we were in California.
wow.
No, all
Yep.
over California.
Yeah. So to work and stay here at the house, this is kind of it was just
Time to settle down.
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Forced to
yeah.
do
I
this,
got
yep.
you. I got you.
All
So
right.
that's what I wanted to see.
All right.
You didn't know about that.
No. So, why did you start? Okay, and again, we talked about why did you start, how long you've been in Teller County. So tell us again, some stories before we get into our next line here. But yeah, you started because you want to be home a little bit more. But what do septic system? I'm sure people think, oh, that's pretty basic and everything. But tell us, a little bit more, how we can help, get exposure for your business, or how can we enlighten people? What do they need to know? Some important facts, maybe, because septic is not a do-it-yourself, I don't think.
Right.
No.
So yeah, really what started it was Deja and I, we had our house in Pueblo, and like I said, we traveled all over the country building power line, and she was with me the whole time. We're living in a fifth wheel, and we were in Southern California and out in the desert. Desert Hot Springs, and then back up. We finished up in Redding, all the way up in North Valley, California. We were up there for about 2.5 years, I think.
Oh yeah.
And then we came home, and then we found this house up in Florissant in Indian Creek, and we've been trying to get back up here ever since we left.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
just trying to get somebody to come up and do the septic cleaning and an inspection was a
At
nightmare.
your house.
At my house.
Yeah.
Yes. And so my cousin also had Mr. Potts back in the day. So there's,
Oh, that's right.
the Randy
course.
Gilly had the Mr. Potts. So I told Deja, so heck, maybe I'd get into that, because it seems like, everybody's a month backed up, or,
Hmm.
And that business at Mr. Potts it exploded. I mean, it
Yeah.
was great. I
Mhm.
mean, it was a lot.
Yeah. And he sold that off to Teller County Waste. So
Yeah.
anyway, I kind of had an in on, being able to pick his brain and say, is this a good business? And he said, oh yeah, it's good
Yeah.
business. It's going to take you a little while to get picked up, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Well, Teller County is a happening area. They're building and everything. And I know, one of the restaurants that I've been working with, I know they've been waiting forever for their septic, Columbine Poorhouse down there in Green Mountain Falls. But they,
Okay.
they deal with El Paso, I think. So I don't know if El Paso is different from Teller County with, a lot of their stuff and their certifications and whatnot. But
Right. So, being that I have to haul all the way down to the Las Vegas treatment plant, I'm licensed in El Paso County, Teller County, Park County, Douglas County,
Oh,
and then I'm also licensed in Fremont County, which is Canyon City, and Chaffee County over by Buena Vista.
nice. All right. You
I
covered a
didn't know
lot.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess half the battle is most people, they want someone and they never get a call back,
Sure.
you
Yeah.
know. So
That's right.
that's the most frustrating thing, It's like must be nice to not want business, you can't even call me back, acknowledge, So, being a business owner myself, people are actually surprised when either I pick up the phone or actually when I call them back, not 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, but pretty much within,
Within that day.
yeah, day, let alone hour, 2 hours from there.
Yeah.
So,
Say, yeah, I can do it, or no, I can't
yeah,
until whenever. Yeah.
okay.
Something. Yeah.
I think Peggy told you that too, that we tried before you got into this, we tried to get other septic companies
For
within the county area.
for like a
Couldn't,
year.
yeah, just couldn't get a return call.
Hmm. Well, and I think now what we're dealing with too is a lot of people are moving up here from the city, and they
Yeah.
don't understand that these septic tanks, if they're not maintaining these septic tanks, probably every 2 to 3 years, depending on how many people are in the house and how big the system is, you might be able to go about 3 years.
Right.
You go much more than that, it's just a ticking time bomb.
And what happens when it gets beyond maintenance, you know?
So a lot of people they think that the tank is not full or whatever. The truth of the matter is septic tanks are always full. But what happens is the solids start building up, and then when the solids get out into your leach field, it plugs that leach field up.
I
And
see.
now all these systems have to be engineered and stuff. So you're looking upward of $50,000 to fix them or
How much?
replace them. 50,000.
Now you had a diagram, I thought. Did you
Right over
bring
there
it with
behind you. Yep.
with you?
So just pouring Rid-X down the tank and everything is not going to take care of my septic and make it wonderful.
No,
Does Rid-X do anything?
not really. Rid-X kind of bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
Riddicks.
All right. All right. We got a diagram here. Hopefully
Yeah.
we get a
So
good shot with it.
Well, it's a good way to explain it.
I drew this up before I came down here, and just kind of to give people an idea of how your septic tank actually works. So we
Yeah.
have your inlet pipe from your house, and a lot of these old tanks, they're concrete.
Yeah.
And the gases will actually start breaking down the concrete over time. So if you're not
Really?
inspecting this,
That's a lot of gas.
they're 40, 50 years old, the gases eat away at the concrete. Well, then the lids can cave in, like
Oh,
this whole top lid up here could cave in. Or these baffles back in the day, the outlet baffle was actually a concrete that was glued to the side of that tank. Well, if that baffle falls off, well, now you got sediment going out into your leach field, plugging it up.
uh-huh.
So the way these work is when you flush the toilet, the green pipe right here from your house, all the water hits this baffle right here, and it sends all the water down to where all the solids stay in the bottom of the tank. And they want it to be in here for 24 hours. Well, then the fluid layer comes up and goes over this center wall. So 2/3 of your tank is solid side, your primary side of your septic tank. So your sludge layer will start building up over time, which yesterday I did one. The guy had about 20 inches of sludge in here and
Oh,
probably about 8 to 10 inches of scum on top. So some houses you'll get like a scum layer up on top, which is kind of a thick layer with toilet paper, everything that doesn't decompose in this tank. Well, once all that flows over into this secondary side,
yeah.
and if that comes up too high, the sludge layer or the scum layer starts getting over here and past this baffle. That's when it plugs up your leach.
I see.
Yeah.
And I know from previous experience, because you came out and did part of the properties that we oversee. And you mentioned that certain things you flush down the toilet's not a good
Yes.
idea.
Yes, so there's a lot of things like you don't want to use Clorox with septic systems because it kills the bacteria that keeps things going.
Sure.
They also the flushable wipes. They are not a flushable wipe. There's actually states looking to ban those things because they get clogged up even in city sewer
So even
systems.
though they say flushable,
They are not.
they are not.
Yes. And then one guy that I did his system here about a month ago. They were using the Charmin triple quilted,
Yeah.
easy on the bum toilet paper. Well,
Easy on the bum.
yeah, his scum
Oh,
layer was just solid toilet paper because
Oh my God.
it doesn't break down in the system. So, and
wow.
it
See
takes me
now,
like 2.5 hours to get that just the top layer cleaned
no
off there
kidding.
before I can even start doing the service on the tank. Yeah,
Wow. So well, that I didn't realize that either. That could be some serious problems.
yeah,
I mean, cost you a bunch of money in the long run. So yeah, and this is a topic. It's not one of those favorite topics, but it is something that homeowners really ought to be
Wow.
aware of because it could be really costly down and you don't think of out of sight, out of mind kind of
right.
thing. You don't think about it.
Yep.
So it's really good you're doing this.
Well, is there a general information site for what you're saying, or does your site, I mean, answering these questions, Charmin is not good because of triple layer, bleach is not good because it does this, Riddeck is not good because this. I mean, I don't know if AI would answer something like that, or if, Siri would, or is there before you go or before you do something, is there an area, should people go to a certain website and check and see, what they are putting down the toilet to make sure?
Yeah, there's a lot of videos and stuff on like YouTube and stuff like that of other pumpers and other
Okay.
installers and stuff like that that kind of tell you how to maintain your systems.
And you're working on your website now.
Hmm.
I imagine when you get it where you want it, it'll have this educational
Yeah,
stuff
I'll
that
probably
people,
try to make like a YouTube, like a
that'd be great.
little short on there to.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody else in the county has done anything like that.
Well, it's good to know because, yeah, Charmin is nice on the bum, but then you you flush it down.
Reasonably so.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not once it goes in the toilet. So,
yeah,
there are people being told two things, and that's
Yeah, they don't.
false advertising. Flushable wipes that are not flushable. Well, how do you get around that little loophole there?
right.
So you're lying to the, general public
Then
with
you got
that.
little kids, I imagine, that drop all
Okay.
kinds of.
And actually, that just happened. A gal calls me up. Her brother, I've known him for years, and he installs septic systems, and that's where I'm kind of getting the prices on how much
Okay.
these things are costing nowadays to get
Yeah.
that in. Because back in 2005, when I built my house,
Yeah.
it was $25,000 to put that system in then. And he said now they're getting up there $40,000,
Like
$50,000.
doubled.
Yes.
Wow.
So anyway, his niece flushed a bunch of those wet wipes down the toilet and completely jammed up their house.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I went out there, they thought, well, maybe the septic was full and backing up, and I popped the lids, and I'm able to tell you, yeah, no, your septic's fine because it's not overflowing out the
Right.
lids. And so she
So
ended
it's
up having to get a plumber out there, and they snaked the line and ended up getting a whole big old wad of those wet
no
wipes.
way. Oh
Yep,
my God.
had them plugged up solid. And then another one I found too, is people out in West Creek. They're only part timers out there, right? They live in Denver. This is just their cabin. So he hadn't had his system done in, I don't know, 6 or 8 years, which is probably fine on a house like that because you're not there full time.
Right.
But anyway, I pulled the lid off the riser, the top lid,
Yeah.
right? And then there's that 3 or 4 foot pipe that goes down to the top of the tank. Well,
Yeah.
the water's all the way to the top lid. It's all the way up into the riser, right? So that tells us right away your leach field is saturated. So if you have a leaky sink or a leaky toilet, like the flap in the toilet's not
Yeah.
stopping the water in the tank, it just sends all that water to your leach field, and then eventually it saturates the leach field so much that it can't take any more water. So then it just fills up your tank, and then of course back up into your house and everything else.
Wow.
So these are all good things that we're going to be able to tell you whenever we come out there and clean your system.
Yeah, that's right. Now I bet you're if you haven't already, you're probably going to work with some plumbers and or refer some guys or something because it seems like it might go kind of hand in hand, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because of the waste going from the house to the it
Yeah.
just makes sense. So
Well, I'm guessing, again, it's not exactly violets and roses that you're smelling when you're doing all this stuff. How do you block out the smell? How do you not keep from throwing up when you open up a lid and that dose hits you in the face like a right cross? I mean, what is your
First, I don't
secret?
stick my nose down in the hole.
Hey.
So, and then second, on my truck, I actually spent a little bit extra money and I've got a wild cherry deodorizer that goes in the oil for the pump. So
Okay.
when I'm pumping,
Oh,
it
no
actually puts
kidding.
that sweet smell into the air, so
Hey.
it's not
See?
smacking you square in the face.
There's an answer.
I know there had to be an answer somewhere. I was
Yeah.
kind of curious what flavor, what aroma y'all are,
Yeah.
What flavor?
you know.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting hit in the face with a poo bomb.
Jesus,
I
God.
can't even. I can't even imagine.
All right. Well, you get us some good information, and yeah, we look forward to seeing your website and educating the public a little bit more because that's sort of why we do the podcast.
And it just so happens lately, it seems like not every podcast, but we've been having more like mechanicals, like
Yeah.
Heating and
heating and cooling
plumbing.
guy, and we've had other things related to similar things like that. So it all falls into place. It's a really good education for, especially like you said, it's not like living in the city on a sewer system.
Right.
In the country up here, it's all about the septics and everything.
Yeah.
So it's
And there's
a big
even
deal.
news articles right now. I saw one on it was like a national news. I think it was like Fox or something like that. They were I think there's like 6 or 7 states looking to ban wet wipes because they get in the sewer system. They're called a grease
Uh-huh.
ball. So those wet wipes, they like absorbed all the grease that people dump down the toilet. So this is like New York City and stuff. And they had one, I think it was back in England, that was like a 2,500-pound grease ball stuck in there. They were literally in there
Crazy.
cutting this thing, trying to get it out of the sewer system.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I talked.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing what they let you get away with. I mean, that's
I think this is some good information. I was talking with Kelly Case because she's a realtor up here, and
ex-mayor.
yeah.
Yeah.
But talking about, all the schools should be getting together and letting parents, know what the school's doing, who is, and just a forum on the schools up here and having a forum on simple or what not to do with your septic system, electricity, water, all, information is good. And I think having a forum like that would be, something the public might be interested in knowing about and
Sure.
cost effective and not even doing it, but just come in and they may leave with one thought about, yeah, even though it says flushable, we're not going to flush those bad boys down the
Right.
toilet anymore because we don't want a 250-pound, grease ball.
Well, yeah, but the idea of how much it could cost you by not paying
Not-
attention to
Yeah.
this, that's phenomenal. I mean, that's something.
Just like anything, it goes back to awareness of what,
That's it.
awareness in everything, what you eat, what you drink, where you drive, what you flush,
That's
you know?
What you flush.
Yeah.
What you
You know?
flush is my business.
Well,
That's right.
I guess I'm getting, so I guess I'm going to go and throw away the triple
Done.
striving,
Well, they
butt
also-
wipes.
They have those man wipes too.
I
They're
know.
like they,
Yeah.
they look just. I mean, they're too. It's like throwing a roll of paper towels down your
Right.
toilet.
Yep.
They're just big,
Wow.
The dude wipes, that's what they're
That's what they're called.
yeah.
Dude wipes.
Uh,
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, getting information out of you is something, we always try and do with our podcast. But we also got to throw some funny questions your way.
Sure. Here we go.
So, all right. Starting with the top one is what is the wildest thing you've ever pulled out of a tank
Oh, God.
that made you think about humanity? More like a WTF, I guess.
It was probably a condom that got swelled.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
Thing was
my
like,
God.
I don't know, 2 feet long.
Whoa.
I had to dig it out of my truck.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That and a bunch of those wet wipes plugged up my
Yeah. Lord.
my dump valve.
Wow.
So I had to dig that out, and then whenever I pulled that out, my wife was like, "Oh God, she went in the house."
Yeah.
I was like, "What the heck?"
What is this?
Yeah.
Either that's never mind. We won't go there because this is a
No,
clean
that could-
podcast.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. PG. I guess.
If you had a theme song, what style would it be? Rock, country, or just a bunch of bubbling noises?
Probably bubbling noises.
Yeah.
Bubbling noises. That sounds about right. You could probably set anything to music, put a little,
Yeah.
AI behind that, and get a good beat going. You could.
I can't even.
Okay. Call it. Yeah.
It wouldn't be rap. It's crap.
There you go.
Yeah, crap music.
Crap music. That's it.
On a scale of 1 to oh no, how often do people call you way too late?
Oh,
Oh, I haven't had really any late
No?
calls. No.
You got people that,
that are
beat you to the
on top
punch.
of it.
Yeah, they're usually 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening,
All right.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's go back because that is kind of important. People should be aware of their septic tank, checking it. How do they check it? How do they know? What should they do? Should they just call someone like yourself and have them come out and check it? Or is there a do it yourself kind of kit or something that they can,
The
try?
concrete lids on the older systems are rather heavy, so you have to have a hook with a handle on it to get
Yeah.
those out.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can weigh 75, 80 pounds. The biggest thing is get yourself on a schedule.
Okay.
Get with a guy like me. I'm going to tell you, hey, you're overdue on this tank. Like the one I did yesterday, I had to back flush that tank probably 5 times because it was just so thick that my truck
Oh,
wouldn't pull it out. So I had to pull the fluid, push it back in there to break it up,
Break it up.
and then pull it back out. And I did that like 5 times.
That's
But the guy said, "Oh yeah, I haven't done the tank in 15 years."
Jeez, see.
We're on a schedule with our eyes, with our teeth, with our bodies. So I guess your septic system is just as important. Yeah.
It's like maintenance.
Maintenance.
It's
Yeah. Okay.
maintenance. Yep.
That's what it
And
is.
I bet there are a lot of people that don't even sort of put the house up there on their maintenance checklist
Right.
of things to do.
Yeah.
So, all right. So y'all hear that? Get
So I
your
would say a house of 3 to 4 with a 1,500-gallon system, you're looking at 2 to 3 years that you
2 to 3 years.
pumped.
all
Yep.
right.
That's good to know.
So if you haven't had your septic system checked, call Savage Septic at the phone number again.
719-337-2972.
There you go. All right, we're gonna
Yeah.
promote you as much as possible.
Absolutely.
All right. So best advice for customers that you've given customers and the worst advice you've heard from a customer. I don't know if they've ever told you how to do your job.
No, I haven't had
Thank
anybody tell me
goodness
how
for
to do my
that.
job.
Okay. Put their head in the septic tank.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
I had a guy yesterday ask me the tank yesterday. He said, "Your truck will pump crap that far?"
Yeah.
I literally had 125 feet of hose out.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that one you did up at our place at the big house. I mean, it's pretty far. It was
Yeah.
uphill too.
The
And-
big
It's
house?
uphill.
Yeah, what's what we call it? The big house.
Not the
The
jail.
big house.
Not
Oh.
the jail. And he did a great job.
Okay. All right. Funny question takes us into the lightning round. All right. Meaning, I'm going to throw you two quick questions you're going to answer. So, first one, worst smell, morning breath or Monday septic?
Morning breath.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. God.
I know, man.
Cigarettes and a cup of coffee and not brushing your teeth for
Don't
12
eat.
hours.
Oh yeah, fuzzy teeth.
Or drinking for 2 days.
There you go. All right. What is your I've seen worse moments than this? Idea. What's something you've seen worse? People think it's bad, but you've got a story where, oh no, this is nothing compared to what I saw.
Whenever I first got started, I'm sitting there in my truck, and the guy ahead of me puts his 6-inch discharge hose on the back of his truck, and I can see him, and he goes up to put his tank on pressure to push
Uh-oh.
the out,
Oh God, no.
and the line blows off the back of the truck.
Oh.
And this guy's standing there like, oh my God, what do I do? And he's
Yeah.
he does it about face to get out of there. And
Yeah.
he like turns around to look to make sure that what happened is happening.
Yeah.
And it's just blowing everywhere.
Oh,
And then he turns around and just books it to the front of the truck, shuts everything down. Yeah. And luckily my truck's got an air valve that I operate in the cab, where he has a manual valve in the back of the truck. So he's right in the action.
I mean, can you imagine cleanup on the aisle?
Oh yeah.
That was.
He was in there for quite a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right. Funniest customer excuse.
Just haven't thought about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what I
Out
get.
of sight, out of
Yeah.
mind. That's what I'm saying.
All right. We may have hit on this, but let's see if there's another one. What's the most unexpected thing you've ever found in a tank? Not necessarily blocking it, but just
Just something weird.
things that make you go,
Other than the content.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty rough, that one there, because that one swelled up as like one of them rubber chickens you get your
Okay.
dog. That's kind of what this thing looked like at first. Yeah, but anyways, I would say a tank that hadn't been pumped in 35 years, and the guy says, "Oh, I have a bidet," and it was literally compacted like clay in the
Oh my
bottom of that
God.
tank. It took me like 4 hours to get that thing cleaned out.
You're not eating anytime soon.
Not soon,
are you?
no.
I was
Wow.
having to break it out with my hose. I got like a PVC pipe.
Now,
I
didn't you
just had
send
to hit
a
it.
photo? I think you might have on email, I saw a photo of a really crusted looking top of a,
Yeah, so that's that scum layer that can get.
that's the scum layer.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're gonna have some of that on here for people to enjoy.
Well, visuals are always powerful tools,
Mhm.
no
Yes.
matter what.
That's why I drew a cartoon.
There
I
you
love
go.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. So any pointers, any special deals or how can people get in touch and well, okay, what is it to, clean a basic tank? I'm sure I don't know if, one size doesn't
How
fit all.
long it takes is
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever
so
you
if
base it
people are
on.
maintaining their systems pretty regularly,
Hmm.
it's literally we show up, depending on the tank size. So I'm charging for 1,000 gallon tank and below is
Okay.
450,
Okay.
and then 1250 is a 550 bucks, and then a 1,500 gallon is 650,
yeah.
and then it goes on up. Some of the
Okay.
houses now are putting in 2,000, 2,500 gallon tanks.
Isn't that something?
But and then I'm doing a 10% off for all seniors. So all senior citizens have a 10% discount. And then I also had a flyer on my Facebook page for the whole month of July that I had a 10% for all
Yeah,
military.
that was good.
Okay. And the areas again, you told us the areas that you're certified in, but the areas that you cover, the spectrum, where areas,
So I'm going all the way out toward Deckers,
Wow.
and then
Yeah.
I'll go all the way to Fairplay out in Park
okay.
County, and then Guffey, and then out by like Navajo Mountain going toward Fremont
Yeah.
County.
Yeah.
And then some of that up around Victor area is actually in Fremont County. That's why I got licensed over there, like going down
Yeah,
Phantom
yeah, it
Canyon
would be.
Road and stuff
It
like that.
makes
Cripple
that.
Creek, Victor, I'm taking care of all that.
Wow.
And then Woodland Park, I've taken care of the two RV parks down here in Green Mountain Falls,
Okay.
Right.
and I can do all the way into El Paso County.
Is one
Great.
is one area more fuller than others? Is there more crap in one area than
Yeah,
there is others?
Teller County's got a lot of crap.
I guess so.
Wow, that could be another whole topic of
No,
discussion
yeah,
right
no,
there.
go
But
off in different directions. That's right.
all right. Well, we've gotten your contact information. We got a Facebook page. You got a website, in the works and everything. So you still got 10% going for seniors, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Cool.
anything more you want to add to the
I don't
Savage?
have any more crap to throw in
No,
here.
no more crap to
The
throw
crap
in.
rolls downhill.
That's right.
Okay, I think we're running out of crap here.
Yeah.
But we would like to give a massive shout out to Jim Savage today for hopping on Teller Time with us. So we appreciate you bringing the stories, the laughs, and spending time with us. So we've
Yeah.
got your
Maybe
contact
next time
information.
we'll have him on again.
Yeah.
When you get your website going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just bring lunch.
Mhm.
There you go.
Just bring lunch, hot lunch.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah, hot lunch.
But yeah, you'll be able to follow Jim
Wow.
because he has become one of our sponsors. So you will
That's
be
right.
finding his contact information on our TellerTime Facebook website. But remember, you can be a sponsor through Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts.
That's right.
So it's only August, and Teller County is still abuzz with many events. So we're going to run through quickly what we have going on here. We have the Mountain Arts Festival, August 8th and 9th, which is in the park. We have an open house coming up at Kempo Karate of Woodland Park, which is in the City Market Center. They're going to be talking about their MMA program and their after school power hour programs for ages 5 and up. That will be held Saturday, August 8th from 11 to 1. There's a Purple Heart breakfast going on August 8th. Yeah, the weekend of August 8th and 9th, there's so much.
There's a lot happening.
There's a
Yeah.
lot going on. So
Sure
no
is.
one should be sitting at home. But there's a Purple Heart breakfast going on August 8th from 9 to 11 at the Tava House. And again, another birthday. They're talking about their 250 years of honoring the Purple Hearts. Okay. Cornhole is going to be starting up September 9th at Shining Mountain. If you've got a good throwing arm, go out and sign up for the cornhole team. It's fun for everyone. Kiwanis Bingo is August 20th, which is a Thursday, and their theme this year is being the best of Colorado. So I'm not quite sure what costume you would wear for something like that. Also, free dental care is being offered.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, September 25th, September 26th. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. That is at the Cripple Creek High School starting at 6 a.m. Get there early because they're open the doors at 6. And no reservations, just get in line and you'll be surprised at, what you'll get for free. They have over 200 volunteers and dentists just offering their time for that weekend. So this will hopefully be the first, hopefully, of many in this area, and it is free. So again, we want to thank our listeners for joining Charlie and myself on TellerTime. And think about becoming a sponsor. You can call me 719-930-6365. Go on Facebook page TellerTime. It is 2 words to find out more information. Okay, for a quicker response, yeah, give me a call. But our $100 package, okay, quickly gets you a 30-second spot for 4 weeks. It gets you on our Facebook page, your link, your website, your logo. So it's a pretty good way to get, the word out. We range anywhere from 300 viewers,
No,
listeners,
3,000.
3,000 to 12,000.
Yeah, yes.
So
That was our record.
yes. So yeah, it's good visibility for low cost of money. Plus, you can even come on and talk about your business. Thank you again for everyone. Thank you for Jim Savage. Because without any of you, this is not possible without your support. So we're going to sign off with this little thought. Okay. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, folks. TellerTime out. Be good to each other.
Thanks, Jim, for being
Thank
here.
you, Jim.
Thank you.
It's a wrap.
All right.